Introducing the all-new Italiano range of pizza. Pizza Ultimo. Pizza Hut.
It is true that the North Central Province has given a director's position to an individual who is currently facing a case in court pertaining to examination fraud. This mistake, confirmed by the Education Minister at a media briefing convened last Tuesday, is another extension of the discrepancies of the Education Administration Service in the North Central Province. From August 2008 to September 2011, Action TV has carried a number of exposés on this issue, constantly reiterating the need for change in education administration in the province. Although the number of approved positions in the provincial education administration system is 82, even today 120 persons hold office in the province's education administration system. Of the 120 officials, only 5 were appointed to their positions in accordance with the proper procedure of the appointment having been made by the official in charge of appointments. Of these 5 officials who are qualified to hold their positions, the only individual who was appointed to the position following an interview is the Provincial Education Director. A message quoted by the subject minister at last Tuesday's media briefing makes it evident that the responsible parties have failed to an extent where they are even unable to identify those responsible for the improper creation of positions and ad hoc granting of appointments in the province. Peshala Jayaratna Bandara, the Provincial Minister of Education, has informed me via fax that the Provincial Director of Education has made not just this, but several other ad hoc appointments as well. The precursor to this message being issued by the Provincial Education Minister was the reinstatement of an education administrative official in the province against a backdrop where the official in question is the defendant in a case pertaining to examination fraud that is currently being heard in the courts. Although the fax message quoted by the minister blames the Provincial Director of Education for this mistake, this letter affirms that it is the official who was seated beside the minister at this media briefing who is to be held responsible for this reinstatement. It is the Secretary to the Ministry of Education himself that through this letter instructs the North Central Province Director of Education to reinstate the official who is facing criminal charges in a court of law. If a mistake has been made or if a case is being heard in court, our Secretary's responsibility is to inform the Public Service Commission. Until they are acquitted, positions cannot be granted. Thereby, we have informed the Secretary to the Provincial Minister of Education to conduct a full investigation and take the necessary legal action. Since the Secretary to the Provincial Ministry of Education has also received a copy of this letter, it will not be rocket science for him to determine who the guilty party in this matter is. Will this responsibility be met in the hands of the Secretary to the North Central Province Ministry of Education? Action TV will keep a close watch.